Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson one. Today lesson will go through LO1 and we are starting a new unit. So please, of course, we are doing diploma in strategic management, leadership and management, and we are looking unit which is human resource management, which I'll go through. So all the assessment criteria, everything is there, which we can look around even OTHM website as well. That's also help you, and everything is available Moodle as well. So all the units, you can use the booklet, and we're looking human resource unit, which is 20 credit, guided learning hours, and total time spent. And it depends. If you have a good background and good understanding about HR, you don't have to be spend so much time, but depends. But it's a recommended time you have to spend, and only the criteria in the past are referred. So we're looking unit, which is the unit human resource management. So please, is a level 7, 20 credit. Today lesson will go through LO1, which is understand the role of management human resource, and we'll discuss about critically justify the importance of human resource management, assess the role of purpose of strategic management, which will go through HR perspective, and evaluate. So each lesson will go through one learning outcome, one assessment criteria, these assessment criteria under each learning outcome. Please, you've been given the indicative content, the definition about HR. We'll go through David Guest model, soft and hard HR, and we'll look, the various other model, contingency model. We'll go through Harvard model. We'll go through personnel management and HR activities. All will be in our discussion. Second lesson will be more focused about strategies planning. Third will be focused on the legal side of an ethical issue. Fourth lesson will be able to plan and develop human resource strategies. And fifth lesson will be about different approaches within the organization in relation to the organization performance. So we'll go through appraisal and performance method. And all the indicative contents you've been given. So please, we need to be during our delivery. It's good to be focused. And when we'll do assignment, these things we can embed in our discussion. Okay. So please, 4,500 words we're supposed to write, and all the criteria and the recommended books are given here, please, and I'll share you other than that as well. So those we can use them, and please, all the resources available on our Moodle page. So please focus on Moodle and go through things accordingly. If you have any question, please drop me email at my email address anjum@ukuniversity.co.uk, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Let's, we'll start our learning outcome one, understand the role of management human resource, which will look, the key command verb, analyze, apply, and recommend, and always good to be look around, and reflect scale 1 to 10, how much we know about HR perspective, and we look, these in detail in a minute. Okay, so human resource management, as the word indicates, the definition about strategic human resource management. We look around business goals, yes. The strategic framework focus on the longer resourcing issues within the context of organization goals. We look around the inform other HR strategies such as reward and the performance, and we'll discuss about the concept of the strategic human resource. All will be in our discussion, which we'll go through in a minute. Okay, just okay, so give me a minute, I'll go through. Okay, so that's as mentioned, is good to look around what is the strategic human resource management. It's It's linked with the business goals and objectives, strategic framework. It focuses on the long-term sourcing issue with the context of the organization goals, which we look around the strategic and we make the strategies for HR. The concept of HRM developed back in early 90s, and we look around the strategic planning, strategic HR, strategy for HR, human capital. The most important asset in any organization is a human being, because when you have the right staff at the right job at the right place and putting them at the right time, that will help you to achieve your organization objective effectively. Okay, so describe the way the organization create, value through the business model. They can create value through HR perspective. So is the more should manage the people with the plan and coherent framework to reflect the business strategy. Strategy mean action plan at what you want to be achieve in the business. So that is very crucial. And human resource management, if you don't manage them, you can't achieve the organization objective, the performance and the behavior. Creating, creating, we need to be make sure create the value. We need to be look around the meaning, understand the requirement and interest of the range of the organization stakeholders. What is meant by stakeholders mean anyone who has any interest in the business. So we have to be look around the interest of the various stakeholders. Of course, most important within the organization is your employees. We have to be working the employees, not the CEO or the managers or the directors being given the bonus in million, but the staff are not being included, even not being asked, and the decision being made. It's a good program to watch Undercover Boss, so you understand the ground reality and look around and accordingly manage it. Sustainable relationship, yes, keep your relationship stakeholders view as the simple as input of the organization value chain. So in a value chain of organization is the most important human being can play shared value created by the business activities. So you have to be create shared value. HRM strategy will deliver the success in all cases. Organization must define its unique strategies according to. So look around the cultures and the objective. HR professional instrumentally applying expertise to understand the organization's circumstances, design the human resource value chain, and reflect the stakeholders' demand. Okay, so we have the various models which we can look around. There is a model called Harvard framework, which is given by and the business school as well. They develop the model. So we focus on, according to this model, we focus on the stakeholders' interest in a HR perspective. So all your employees should be focused on these. We do the situational analysis. You well understand the situation, workforce, business strategies, management philosophies, labor market, union, because the union is very powerful. They can go on the strike if you don't understand it. We have to meet their expectation as well. So to achieve the organization objective, we have to work in the interest of every stakeholder. HR policies implies influence human resource flows and reward system. Reward. So not only the salaries reward, but we have to look around various other rewards like holidays, like free gym. We can look around the financial and non-financial reward system that meet the expectation of your workforce. Okay, HR outcome, commitment, congruence, and the cost effectiveness, which we need to be. And if we need to be look around the long-term consequences, individual well-being, organizational effectiveness, societal well-being. So all we have to look around these in terms of, that's why it's very effective. We have to look around these. Otherwise, we're not going to achieve the desired objective. Matching the model, human resource management has developed by Fomburn, Techi, this, various other authors as well. Of course, we can look around. So the selection, we have to look around the implied selection, look around the performance management. When we say performance in time, in cost, and quality, three areas. You manage in time, in cost, and quality. Reward system, development. Development, how much money. If I ask you how many of us really using Nokia, because the Nokia is more focused on the financial, reducing the cost, but they close many research and development center, human development, so that's, training is short term and development is a long term. and that give the performance to organization like Google. uh, 40% time just thinking, yes, implies just think about new ideas. So that is quite crucial. Of course, business strategy, HR practices, HR effectiveness, and we can look around the HR outcome implies competencies, commitment, and flexibility. Now we have a flexible working hours. So if we say, come on, as an organization, we're running in three shift pattern, so we can give the opportunity to the worker. You can choose any shift whichever suits you according to your family commitment or personal commitment. And by law, we have to make the reasonable adjustment as viable for business. So if it's viable for business, we can give, that's, really we need to be look around. Okay. Quality of goods and the services, we can look around the productivity. Productivity is, we need to be increased. Productive mean, with less cost and more output, less time in productivity and good quality. And the financial performance will come afterwards. Okay, so when we're looking these models, so we have to be focused on training and development, recruitment and selection, pay satisfaction survey we have to do, work-life balance, of course, mental health within the employees are the most important issues at the moment. Of course, we have to be managed and we have to be make the enjoyable workplace. Yes, not create the stress. People feel feel happy there, and we can look around the job challenges, autonomy, ability, and skills and motivation, incentive, opportunity to participate. In the various the course of action of the business, performance management, frontline management. We can implement. Uh, we have to look around leading, controlling all the function within teamwork. Of course, we have to. One of the great scholar Henry Ford, the Ford Motor founder, he said, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success." So, if you want success in an organization, you have to create a team that work together and to achieve the organization objective. So, organizational commitment, motivation, and job satisfaction, job security, discriminatory behaviors, and performance outcomes. These all is really matters, and we have to work towards achieving these goals. The difference between the traditional HR and strategic HR: action, administrative manpower, and now manage direct implies effort to fulfill organization behavior, reactive and proactive approaches disjoint. This is the cohesive approach. So we have to look around organization goal, we have to look around HR goal. There should be a cohesive. If organization want to increase the profit, implies we work toward the same direction, but it will be rewarded to implies as well, and which we respected. Relationship, internal and external relationship, not just internal. Time short term, but in the strategic, we look the long term, medium term. Flexibility, concern, capital and product, but the people and the knowledge is more concerned in the strategic HR. Change, yes, follows and initiate. That's really we need to be accountability, cost center, investment center, and control. Follow the policies and procedures in the business bureaucratic fashion. No, this is based on the operate based business needs and the want and the flexibility. Any question, please? If you have, Osama, you can ask.
No, thanks.
Okay. 1.1, critically justify the importance of strategic human resource management. Human resource management organization function is focused on the recruitment, management, and providing direction to employees. As we said earlier, strategic management is linked the human resource with the objective and the strategic goals. Strategic human resource function involved in making the strategies, and within that we can make the organized HR strategies, action plan, to achieve the organization objective. Because objective mean end result, and these we need to be linked with HR objective. We can't work as an isolate. We have to work toward the same direction. Okay, human resource are the facing some of the key issues at the moment. Performance in 20. So we have to look, and other is the issues. Internationalization, human resource is the integration, because at the moment people coming around the technological changes, the concept of the general management, cross-cultural management, because different cultures and different people within the org. So diversity management. So equality, diversity, inclusion. That's most important. EDI. EDI. So invest equality, diversity, and inclusion. So those are the most important in HR perspective that we need to be managed. Okay. Then we can further look around the issues. When we're looking the strategic capabilities, we have to target the training and development, staff policies, organizational learning process. And that's, according to the John's goal, he said 4 areas really we need to be focused on. We have to training and development your program, staff policies, you have to look around organization learning and developing people awareness, from these, realize they do their job at the part of the strategic purpose. The organization will grow and you will grow as well, not just the organization will grow. Because you're part of the organization, not you're isolated from the organization. Then linking business and HR strategies. The business and HR strategies are not different animals. The HR strategy is the integral part, resource-based view strategy. So we have what they call RBV model. RBV, we call resource-based view. So we have 3 type of resources. 3 M's we can say even. We can say manpower. We can look around, which is mean human. We can look around money, which is mean financial, and we can look around material, which is mean other physical like building, plant. So most important resource is the human being. So in our organization strategy, the people, the finance, the technology in HR, we have to make those and we have to work towards achieving the organization objective. Okay, one of the great scholar Peter Drucker said, the success of anything is the success of management and the failure of anything is the failure of managers. So we have to be look around different decision we have to make, and the firm have the ability to turn the chain and the opportunities. Term of human resource in the short-term organization may put the place the training design, bridge the gap and focus on the matrices and the appraisal. We have to look around recruit staff with the price skills and the short supply. We look the long-term organization, maybe plays the development of the leaders. We can look around the success organization, have both, effective short-term strategies. We can look around adaptability. We can look around long-term strategy and long-term corporate strategy exploring accordingly in the light of the HR perspective, because otherwise we're not going to achieve what we're supposed to. Fit business strategies and HR strategies, both short term and the long term, is well summarized in the following diagram. So we can look around HR strategy, long term cycle, we look around the long term people strategies. We look around is there gap the business strategies and the performance, scanning the current capacity and short-term people strategy. We look around the organization objective, performance reward system, and short-term or what are the short terms, the training required for the people. That's really we need to be achieved. 1.2, assess the role of the strategic. Of course, role of the strategic management in our organization perspective, provide the member development, provide the leadership opportunity. So because we can make and select the leaders from the organization wherever we are in, whichever organization. A human resource to provide the sense of direction to learn environment. Of course, HR provide the guidance for the successful action and stimulate their action. So we have to look around the overall the corporate purpose and the human resource purposes is need to be evidence. Yes, it's working towards a process of developing the strategy which organization exists. That's we need to be look around, understand explicit consideration of the human resource. We look around the organization, all level establish the responsibility, accountability, and look around the responsibility to identify impact social, political, technological, economic environment and doing business accordingly. We have a Tesco here, implies 240,000 employees, consistent profit last few years. We can, during the last few years, the Tesco's participative management, which help organization for its development. So the organization try to apply the competitive circumstances by developing technique how can relate with the customer. So the Tesco use the constant, improvement, customer relation, welfare management combination with the HR strategy to achieve the reputable place in the UK supermarket. It make the employees champion, make them able to make decision and able to increase the implies players and motivation and work proficiency and make able to be adopt any changes in the organization. That's it. So we can look around strategic human resource is the notion to help achieve the knowledge about the strategic goal in different ways. So we have to look around involve like at the moment technology is fast. We have to be adopt the new technology, but we have to train our workforce, so providing same good replies and the necessary organization strategy. So HMR take help to achieve the goal corporate objective. So we have to be look around and we have to be in place now, order not being come from the top level, order being listen the voices of the low level, operational level, retain policy, you retain the staff, retention strategy is very important. We include, a high quality workforce, customer players, and high proficiency can be where the performance can be organization increase. Okay, so then we can look around the train and development the process, enable the employees to know they have the proper skills and required, so we can use the skill metrics, which we can according to CIPD. So what is the CIPD, which is called Chartered Institute of Personnel Development, which is in the UK. It's quite big throughout the world. They are offering various courses. So the organization is benefit at the appropriate, utilize of the financial resources available to accomplish the training and development process. So this process also maintain the growth of the organization through the career improvement stuff. Okay, overall the development of the organization implies is the most important strength in the case of the Tesco and the focus the proper accomplishment and utilization of a HR strategy. So Tesco human resource policy marketing strategies plays into the operation and the management practices and the participation help Tesco to improve employees as a whole company. So they look these and that help to achieve. So when we're looking the HR function in the department, selection, recruitment, resourcing, that's we need to be look around designing organization. We can look around the training, the management and the business transformation, connecting performance, behavior management. Of course, behavior is quite, implies there are clearly the code of conduct in place in the organization, not we blame each other. Whoever not complied, so we can accountability against it. Work for the personnel data management, reward compensation and the benefit management and training and development. That's all we have to do. Globalization. Globalization also we looking not localization. We becoming a global village. We have the people from all over the world and we have to be managed accordingly. So we have to look around these guys very crucially and we have to manage them effectively. If we don't do it, we can't really sustain. So we need to be make sure we work towards achieving. So low cost labors from emerging countries and technology process and role of strategic human resource partner and change agent and implies advocate and the champion of the globalization. That's what we need to be look at. So there are a lot of articles being published on these, which we can further explore. I included the link for you for looking, so what we can copy these and we can explore more. Any question, please, if you have?
No, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend and I'll speak in next class.
Have a good, thanks so much.